What's going on, y'all? Straight to the point, sports and entertainment. Please hit the like button, sub to the channel if you're not a member, and also hit them notifications so that you're able to get all of my content as well as all of my videos. I give people just a couple minutes to get up in here, and then we'll go ahead and get right to it. I'm pretty sure you already see the title. What's up, Sugar? I see you in here. And I'll give y'all a couple minutes to go ahead and get up in here. And then we'll get rocking and rolling. What's up with it, Ted? See you in here, man. Uh, and y'all do see the title. Um, Give me 1 second. Please hit the like when you come in here. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Hit the like, hit the like, hit the like when y'all come in here. Share this video, share this video, share it, share it, share it. Share it, share it, share it. Get it out. Get it out there. Get it out there. Get it out there. Yeah, I'm going to give a shout out to all of my subs, all of my day ones, as well as my new subs that's continue to rock with me. And also want to give a shout out to the whole Lions Den basketball community. I had tuned in to the brother. Shout out to Reggie, man. My guy from the locker room. Pretty good content, man. I was listening to him going at Jordan fans and everything when I got this news. But shout out to the locker room and Reggie, man. If you listening to this, man. And shout out to everybody that that's that's with the LDBC, both Lions Den basketball and boxing community, man. But the reports are, man, that Joel Embiid will be expected to make his return tonight versus the Thunder. This is per Bleacher Report and according to Adrian Wojnarowski. Okay, now many people were expecting Joel Embiid to make his return versus the Thunder, but that is not the case. I mean, on Friday. Sorry about that. They were expecting him to make his return on Friday, but he's going to make his. He's anticipating making his return to the Thunder against the Thunder. That's according to Adrian Wojnarowski. So he's going to suit up and he's going to be ready to go. Now, me myself personally, I don't necessarily see him getting that many minutes if he does play tonight. If he plays at all, I think Nick Nurse, what he wants to do is try to get him in the rotation, get his blood flowing, because he needs to get back into basketball shape, and he needs to get his rhythm back too. You can spend all day on a treadmill, riding a bike, on the exercise bike. You can do all sorts of exercises, running wind sprints, stuff like that. What's up with it, Alex? I see you in the building. You can do all of that stuff, but that will not simulate, nor will it duplicate an actual basketball game. Okay, you have to feel that contact. It's funny. The brother Chilltown, shout out to Chilltown Hoops. He made a reference yesterday about when running backs come back, okay, or any football player that plays offense, of course. When they come back, the first thing that they want to do is they want to feel that hit. They want to feel that, they want to get knocked real good. Shit, sometimes knocked on their ass pretty good in order to get that feel of saying, okay, yeah, I just needed to feel that one hit in order to get back into that shape. Well, it's the same thing with basketball. Sometimes you got to feel somebody blocking you out, or you got to feel, somebody with a screen, or you got to feel that elbow to the gut, or sometimes you got to be beat up, a little bit when you're trying to fight through screens and stuff like that. You have to feel some sort of physicality, and you also got to, you know, get into shape in terms of running with those guys that are already warm, because you got to think about it. What he's about to embark on is these guys that are already warm. They're already, we're about to be going in from spring into the summertime. These guys are already hot and ready to go, and these guys are competing for play-in and playoff spots. So we have to look at it from that perspective. What's up with it, Ron? Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We'll just have to see. And you keep saying, "Oh yeah, Embiid's not going to help you. Embiid's not going to help, and Embiid's not going to help." Well, we're not that far out. You act like we're out of play-in contention. Y'all are fighting for your play-in lives right now. The last time I checked. Okay, so you worry about your squad. We're worried about our squad. You know what I'm saying? Like and honestly, like, I'm not going to sit up here and beg for Embiid's help. Matter of fact, I would rather him sit down and be where, stay where he's at and everything, and rehab and come back fresh next year, because you run the risk of getting hurt again. You're talking about the same knee that he's always had trouble on, and then he's going to go ahead and play again. And then you're talking about playing with young guys that are flying up and down the court that are already warm. Come on, use logic, man. He probably will. Well, listen, you know how I feel about Maxi. Um, and the beginning of his name is what he deserves. He deserves a max contract with what he's been doing. Now, um, Maxi was having some issues too. But I think he's going to be all right, because he's been having some hip tightness and everything. And no, I don't think he should do that either. Playing in the Olympics, I wouldn't do that either, because really what you really need to do is just sit down and just relax. And because somebody once had told me, when I was playing, they said sometimes rest is the best medicine, man. And right now, rest is the best medicine. Him going out there, actually, it's I know that, shout out to RB, Sixers RB. He was talking about this. I know that he feels that, Joel Embiid, coming out there, we could surprise and shock a lot of people. I know Skip Bayless and all them are undisputed, thinking that we could surprise and shock a lot of people. But the East is a whole nother beast this year. Okay, and there are a lot of teams that are hungry just to take the name. A young, hungry team like Orlando, they're willing to do anything that they can, if and I'm talking about Orlando, if we actually get into the playoffs. If we run into a team like a Orlando or something like that, they're going to be anxious to get us up out of there, because those guys are so young and hungry. If we meet up with the Miami Heat team, shit, even in Atlanta, Atlanta, man, Atlanta is in the play-in right now, and that's where we're at. Well, I mean, listen, anybody has a chance in the playoffs. Okay, uh, they said the same thing. They were saying all this stuff about. They said they kind of said the same thing about Dallas. If you really think about it, the year that Dallas made it to the Western Conference Finals, they said the same thing about them. They were saying the same thing about the Lakers last year. It a wrong return. We don't need Joel. Yeah, wait, I don't think we need him at all. I don't think we should have him at all. Do we need Joel? Yeah, we need him in the sense of a healthy Joel, but we don't need him constantly being injured. We don't need him having to rely on him because you got to think about it. We Mo Bamba has been doing a good job. Okay, Paul Reed, he's had some slippage, but the one guy that's really has picked it up on our squad that I don't think is getting a lot of recognition is Kelly Oubre. Kelly Oubre, since he's been inserted in the starting lineup, he's going back to that Kelly Oubre man when he was starting to play real good when he was back in Washington, and even when he was in Charlotte. You know, I've always liked Kelly Oubre. Ronnie knows I like Kelly Oubre, man. I'm high on Kelly Oubre. You know what I'm saying, and I want him to stay. Not quite. They're not quite here yet. Not quite here. Not quite. Yeah, he got well. Well, the thing about it is his. Listen, he needed to find a place where he could actually play comfortable. I mean, when you're bouncing around the league like that, you never really have a comfort zone. You don't have a home like when you're bouncing around. He went from he was in Phoenix, he was in Charlotte, he was in Washington. You know what I'm saying? Now he's in Philly. Like he got to he got to be settled, and any day they could be like, you know what, they could pull the plug. They could pull the plug. And that's not nobody really plays good like that. You said Maxi is nice. That's it. No, that's not it. That's not it. You got to really pay attention to our team. If that was it, then we would be worse than what we are. We would be like the Spurs. Okay, we would we would be like Washington. We're nowhere near that. I think we've actually done pretty good considering the fact that we don't have Joel Embiid. You're talking about a guy that pretty much takes up the bulk of our books. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about a max player guy that pretty much, if you were to get rid of Joel Embiid's contract, do you know how much space we would need? Hold on, y'all. We keep losing Sixers. Be out playing. Nah, we'll be all right. I think if we get these next couple of games, we'll be all right. And if Joel does come back, now I got to look forward. Right, when he comes back, when he suits up and everything. I know Nick Nurse. Listen, what y'all are doing? Y'all are sleeping on Nick Nurse, man. Nick Nurse is really good at making adjustments, and his rotations are better than Doc Rivers. And I like Doc Rivers, but Doc Rivers' rotations aren't as good as what Nick Nurse is doing. Nick Nurse was able to coach, a Raptors team who nobody was really even paying attention to, and nobody was really giving them any type of credit or anything when they had, like Fred Van Fleet and um, what's his name, Pascal Siakam, and some of those guys, Gary Trent Jr. and them, and they were still able to get in the playoffs. And guess what? They actually, they actually had a chance against us, and that was Nick Nurse. Nick Nurse is a championship coach. I don't want to hear nothing about this old KD, no KD, no championship. He still won a championship with Kawhi and with uh, Kyle Lowry. That's part of the reason why you got Kyle Lowry on there now. So, yeah, that's the news. Joel Embiid is going to be back. Um, this is according to Adrian Wojnarowski. I'll put the link to the article so that y'all could view it. This was about 20 minutes ago. Um, Man, shout out to Sixers Nation. Yeah, he's a damn good coach. I don't think he gets enough credit for what he does. Nick Nurse definitely has Hall of Fame potential. You know, people are looking at Nick Nurse like this guy can't coach or anything, but it's only so much that you can do when you got players that are consistently hurt. So, um, I'm not looking for him to get a whole lot of minutes. He's just going to get reacclimated and everything. Uh, just take it slow. It's like riding a bike. You got to take it slow. Yeah, and but what's also slept on is his he does a good job with his defensive adjustments too. When you looked at that Raptors team, they actually had when you had guys like Pascal Siakam, who was just came out of nowhere as a Swiss Army knife. Of course, you had Kawhi that could defend. Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry is a slept on defender. He hustles a lot. Sometimes because of his size or whatever, because of the screens and stuff. But I don't knock Kyle Lowry for his hustle on defense. Yeah, he's from the Popovich tree, and with Popovich, you're gonna learn a lot. Especially with Popovich, you're gonna play defense. You are gonna run in transition. When you, there's no standing around on offense, it's very European style. Everybody touches the ball. Um, he's gonna hold you accountable on everything. Yep, that's what I was saying. He's a championship coach. He's a championship coach. Him and Mike Budenholzer. Even though I'm not a big Budenholzer fan, but nevertheless, he still was up under Popovich. Uh, uh, Steve Kerr was under Greg Popovich. Mike Malone, yeah, all of them guys. So, yeah, that was the news. Joel Embiid will be coming back. This is according to both Bleacher Report and Adrian Wojnarowski. Like I said, I'll put the link in the description so that you could take a look at it, man. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get up out of here. I got another subject that I do want to talk about with y'all. Okay, as it pertains to basketball, I appreciate y'all pulling up with me. Make sure y'all like the video, get this out there, share it, subscribe. Also hit them notifications too. Straight to the point, sports and entertainment. Shouts out to the whole Lions Den, both basketball as well as boxing communities. I'll get at y'all later.